Hey, whippersnappers, this is Jordan with the Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Pokemon Black 2 Rotten Egglock Pokeathlon Season 5. And today, I promise, I promise, it's going to be the last time that you will be seeing the Pokemon Black 2 Rotten Egglock. This is going to be the final episode. I swear. I promise. The last couple of episodes, I've had to chop up a little bit. I made grand promises at the very beginning, only to realize at the end that they were already too long to continue on with the content that I'd promised previously. But I swear, Hatching Extravaganza is happening today. We are getting through the Hatching Extravaganza. So, what we are going to be doing, I made my way out here to the daycare. I figured that'd be a good setting for us to hatch an extreme amount of eggs. I've been doing a lot of egg hatching in my Pokemon Sword playthrough. And so this kind of seemed appropriate. Now, what we're going to do today is boot up that PC, that's for sure. Let's open up the box, and what we're going to be doing today is going through all of the eggs that we have remaining after the end of the Rotten Egglock. So you guys just gave me so many eggs, just so many eggs. I mean, look at this. We've got like 30 eggs here, like, what, 28. There's a lot of eggs in that box alone. So we are going to be spending some time. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but it's going to take how long it takes, because I promised you guys this will be all of the egg hatching in one sitting, and we will just kind of see how that goes. But we're going to do it box by box. So I'm just going to do all of Klungar's 2 remaining eggs. We've got Pills and Cuss. And so we're going to withdraw Pills and Cuss, and we will get those 2 hatched. And then we will move on to Talon's box, and so on and so forth. Just to make sure everybody gets highlighted, because you guys did an amazing job of providing eggs for this run. And I want to make sure that, that you guys are getting all of the attention you guys deserve for the amazing community involvement that you guys participated in. So I'm thinking this is Pills, because that was the first one I pulled out of the box. Pills the Fungus. Would you like to give name to the hatch Fungus? Nope, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to spend the time doing nicknames. I'll make sure we're reading them off as we're pulling them out of the box, but just for the sake of time, we're not going to be spending a lot of time filling in nicknames. And then Cuss is a Smoochum. All right. Well, knowing Klungar, these probably had amazing natures and abilities and attacks and all that kind of stuff. As we put them back in the box here, we'll take a quick look at them, and that will be great. Let's go ahead and go with Deposit. Let's see. So let's start with Pills. Pills was a Calm Nature, Regenerator, Fungus, a new Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, and Spore. That would have been fun. All right, and then we've got Cuss, the Timid Dry Skin Smoochum, and would have been Ice Beam, Psychic, Substitute, and Nasty Plot. Substitute's probably not something I would have used much, just because I'm more of a brute force type of battler than a strategic one. But yeah, very good movesets on those, as with Klungar's other Pokemon. We had Tierkreis and Jaeger both come from Klungar, so thank you so much, Klungar. All right, we've got Barfosaurus, which I think I know what that is. We've got Belch. We've got Fartface. We've got some rotten nicknames here. We got Flit. And we've got Fractal. Gotta guess on what that is as well. All right. Now, from Talon, I don't think I said that. I think this is Talon's box. Obviously, you guys saw that in the name of the box. Ooh, I think this was Barfosaurus, which I can guess what this is. I think this is a shiny. Well, it's supposed to be shiny. Yeah, it's a shiny. It's supposed to be a shiny Deino. For whatever reason, you guys indicated a lot of Pokemon should be shiny, and then none of them ended up being so when it came through. And I even double-checked on the eggs, and they are indicated in there that they should be shiny, but for whatever reason, they were not. So yeah, I think that was supposed to be a shiny Deino. It's kind of a barfy green. And Belch, I'm thinking, hey there, Gulpin, how's it going? Nope, no nicknames. What else we got here? Ooh, and I'm going to kind of do the speed up, because we got a lot of eggs to get through. I think Fartface, maybe? I'm not going to promise I'm going to remember every nickname as we go through it, but that seems appropriate for a Stunfisk. Flitter, maybe? Archon hatched from the egg. I like Archon. I would not have been mad about getting to use an Archon. Stunfisk, I think we hatched a Stunfisk. I think maybe Addy gave us a Stunfisk at some point. And so, yeah, I had no intention of using Stunfisk. Thankfully, we had a lot of electric options. Fractal. I think we had a lot of electric options. Obviously, both of our transfers were electric types. And then I think Thunder, every Pokemon Thunder gave us was an electric type. And so on and so forth. We had Schnoz, who had electric type coverage, at least in its move pool. So, yeah, we definitely found ourselves in a position where we didn't have to use Stunfisk. But man, that would have been depressing if we'd had to. That is one rotten Pokemon I have no intention of developing positive feelings for. Alright, so let's get this batch. We've got, it looks like it's going to take us 2 or 3 trips to finish off all of Talon's Pokemon. And he's not even one of the most prolific provider of eggs that we had. Oh, I gotta, hold on. Hold on. I screwed that up. I started speeding up. And as with when you speed up in a Nuzlocke, you screw things up. Nope. Hold on. Wait for it. Let's go to deposit real quick. Alright, so we have Golden, and we've got Guardian. Golden Guardian would be a great name for a Pokemon. Alright, so we've got Golden, Guardian, Iago. That's a bird of some sort. Lily. And I didn't look at what that was. Gosh darn it, Tortimer. You're already screwing it up. So this is going to be Golden, and then I got to double check what the 6th Pokemon's egg or nickname was going to be. So we've got Golden, the Remoraid. I think it is a goldish color in its shiny, so my guess is that was probably another shiny there. Let's quickly... let's quickly check the... Snoozy. All right. Snoozy was the nickname on this one. So we got Golden, Guardian, Iago, something, Snoozy. Okay, so this is supposed to be Guardian, Quillfish. It does look like a Guardian from Minecraft. I'll give you that. Quillfish is actually, so I have, nope, no nicknames. I have got a complete Johto Dex in Pokemon Go, except for Quillfish. Quillfish is the only Pokemon I had. Chatot for Iago. Alright, I can see it. I can see it. Another Pokemon I've never used. I feel like it's a rare Pokemon in Sinnoh. I don't know that I've ever actually encountered one in the wild, but it is like a normal flying, single stage, baby-looking Pokemon. It's probably not something I would ever choose to use anyway. Okay, Iago. Crud. I can't remember what Little Leap's nickname was. I'll be for the egg, though. I wouldn't have mind using a Little Leap, though. Credillia is great. Alright, and then is this one Snoozy, or did I forget another one? I guess we'll find out. What's it gonna be? Durant. I feel like I might have screwed that up. Anyway, I already said I don't promise to remember all the nicknames. Was that everybody? Yes, it was. So Snoozy must have been Durant. Okay, very cool. Yeah, Remoraid, I don't understand, like... I know that a lot of Pokemon go through very drastic transformations between evolution, but why? Why does Remoraid become an octopus? I don't understand. We do have Habanera here being kind of our flame body Pokemon. Obviously, Habanera does not have the flame body ability, nor do we need it with our hatching cheat code that has been active the whole series to kind of speed up this process. Ooh, I've been forgetting to look at moves. I apologize for that. I see Thunder Fang on there. That's kind of nice. I'm not mad about that. Truant ability on, which I guess makes the nickname make more sense if Durant has the Truant ability. Is that like a hidden ability, or is that its actual... Okay, so we got Sweet Cheeks, Madam M, and Big Mama. Alright, Madam M is going to be a Mime Jr., I'm guessing. Big Mama, maybe a Jinx? Or a Smoochum? Ooh! Alright, so this is supposed to be Sweet Cheeks. Is this a Pikachu clone? No! Smoochum! Alright, so Sweet Cheeks is a Smoochum. Very good. Thank you, Talon. Ooh! Let's see what else we got here. And, yep, Madam M is a Mime Jr. Called that one. And Big Mama. Big Mama is a Basculin. I think this was supposed to be Talon's starter, if I'm remembering that correctly now. Talon's starter was that Basculin, I think. Or his submission for the starter pool. Obviously, we ended up with Marvel, who was Flygon's submission. But that is all of Pound Wish, Miracle Eye, Nasty Plot, Fake Out, Barrier, Confusion, Tickle. So some of these are probably just base moves as opposed to going overboard like Klungar. All right, so that completes Talon's box. Thank you so much for your submissions, Klungar and Talon. I don't think I specifically thanked Klungar, but maybe I did. Thank you guys so much. Some rotten Pokemon in there to be sure, but some that might have been interesting to use all the same. All right, Codeman, we can do yours in one batch, which is fantastic. So let's get. Okay, so I didn't look at it. Gosh darn it! All right, we got Bertha, number 2, Gooper, number 3, and Portobello. I'm guessing that's a Fungus. All right, and let's take a quick look at before we take a step and hatch this Pokemon. I gotta double check. Majin Buu. I have no idea what that means, but we've got Majin Buu coming up first. Here we go. Ooh. And what is Majin Buu from Codeman gonna be? A Lickitung. You know what? I would not have minded getting to use a Lickitung. I actually like Lickitung. What they did to it with its evolution, Licky Licky, is an abomination. But I don't mind Lickitung. That would not have been the worst pull. I didn't need just a standard normal type on this team. We were pretty packed to the gills with Pokemon we were using, but would not have been upset. And Audino, I have now forgotten what Audino's nickname was. This is the problem. If I am called upon to use my old man memory, it just does not come into effect. Slugma, I think that was Gooper, if I remember correctly. I actually kind of like the Slugma line. It's a little bit of a shame that the fire Pokemon in Johto are not available. Oh, Portobello was a Paras, not a Fungus. All right. It's a little bit of a shame that the fire-type Pokemon, the cool new fire-type Pokemon that were added in Johto, don't really show up until, like, real late game and or Kanto. But still. All right. Body Slam, Hammer Arm, Muddy Water, and Curse. Ooh, that would have been fun. Pound Wish, Hubel, Sweet Kiss. Don't mind if I do. Heat Wave, Earth Power, Smoke Drain, and Yawn. Hello. And Bug Bite, Cross Poison, Leech Seed, and Metal Claw. Not bad. Not bad at all. So many good, terrible options that we could have potentially been using during this run. All right, so thank you so much for your submissions, Codeman. I greatly appreciate it. Now we've got Addy. All right, so let's see. We've got... Looks like we can do him in 2 batches, which is fantastic. Crud. I didn't... We'll look at the nicknames once we get him into the party. How about let's do that? That'll be a little more obnoxious, but since I've already screwed it up. I'm old. You guys should know better than to expect me to actually remember to do something. All right. So we've got Akbar. Akbar. Interesting. Ponda Baba. All right. All of Addy's are Trash Can Man. Obviously, that's not a Star Wars name. I was gonna say all of Addy's are Star Wars names. Lieutenant Sherbet and Ding Dong. All right, so we got Akbar, Ponda Baba, Trash Can Man, Lieutenant Sergeant Sherbet, and Ding Dong. I'm guessing we got a Chingaling, we've got a Gelatini, not a Gelatini, that was the nickname of the Vanillix that or Vanillite or whatever we hatched. Akbar is a Panpour. I guess it makes sense because Tarful was our Simisage from Addy. So, nope, no nicknames. I'm actually surprised. We got through those first couple boxes without any monkeys. Panseer is Ponda Baba. Nope. And, ooh. Yeah, I was actually, I basically expected Trash Can Man, Trubbish. Makes sense to me. I expected pretty much every other egg to be a monkey this run. So you guys were much nicer to me than I previously anticipated. Lieutenant Sherbert. And who else do we have? This was, what, Ding Dong? I think it's a Chingaling or something. Yep, Chingaling. Perfect. Thank you so much, Addy. Now let's, I think we got one more batch from him. Perfect numbers worked out. Let's deposit. So yeah, since we didn't get to see much Habanera last time, I figured I'd keep Habanera on the team for our hatching extravaganza. All right. Yep, we got 5 more. I'm actually using deposit and withdraw because it's way quicker than Tyranitar. Pikachu. Beautiful. Alduin. It's way quicker to do that than using multi-purpose move. Switching between the two is a little obnoxious, but alright. Since I didn't... Unstoppable. Okay, so we have Unstoppable, Tyranitar, Pikachu, Beautiful, and Alduin. Alright. Let's see who Unstoppable is. Alright. Unknown. Unknown's one of those Pokemon. Psychic types were so OP in the first generation, like in Red and Blue. You know, you had an Alakazam, nothing could stop you. Hoppip. Was Tyranitar? Okay. Who's Pikachu? Farfetch'd? Okay. Beautiful? I know it's so, like, when I first played through... Beautiful, of course. When I first played through Gold, and I found it unknown, like, after the... Maybe even, like, before the first gym I potentially found it. And, crud, I forget what the name was on this one. But anyway, thank you so much, Addie. Yeah, expect to see more love discs, too. But I was so hyped to find it unknown. I'm like, oh my gosh, a psychic type, this is exciting. And then as I use it, realizing it can only learn one move sort of deal, the disappointment dawning on me. But yeah, I was so hyped on the first time I found unknown. Because, like, we had the player strategy guides and everything, but, like, it's not like I was reading that cover to cover. Quick Attack, Leaf Blade, Revenge, and Stealing. Nice. Adamant, Defiant. Cool. Shockwave, Yawn, Pain Split, Earth Power. So some of you guys didn't hate me. Garbage Pokemon, but at least decent moves. Or as decent as these garbage Pokemon could get. But yeah, thank you so much, Addie. Let's go ahead and... thank you so much. You've been a great friend of the channel for many years, and I appreciate it. Now we got Pocket. Alright, so... looks like this is going to take us more than two turns. Or 2 batches. Oh. I'm terrible at this. It's so much easier if I just look at them while they're in the box. Towards the worst. Alright. We will quickly take a peek. Lumi. Nice Foo. Overrated. Leafa. And Ray? Alright. Lumi. What do we got? First egg from Flygon. Lumi is the Finneon, another Pokemon I've never used. Alrighty. What do we got? This was, Nice Foo. Right, Nice Foo. Makes sense to me. What do we got? Charmander. Okay, I think that was probably overrated. A lot of people think Charmander and Charizard are overrated. I actually love Charmander and Charizard. All of the Kanto starters are very dear to me. Leafa. Yep, figured that one. And I don't think Charizard's probably the best Pokemon ever made, but it's probably in my top 20. Would you like to give a nickname to Larvesta? No. I forget what its name was. Crud. Alright, yep. I'll go back to the PC. We'll just deposit this batch. Yeah, Finneon's another Pokemon I've never used. I'm guessing it's not actually any good, but I've never used one, so I can't really say. It's just like another mono water fish. Like, there doesn't seem to be any real reason for me to do that. Roar Beam, Signal Beam, Charm, Brine, Knock Off, Baton Pass, Pound, Scratch, Magical Leaf, Sweet Scent, Tackle. That's something I caught. Alright. Magnet Rise. Is that a legal move? Alright, so let's get the next batch. Crud. Okay, so we've got Geyser. We've got XD. We've got Affection. And we've got Copper. Alright. And the first Pokemon was Shelia. Probably a Shelios, maybe? Trying to see if I can guess what you guys are going for. No, a Clamperl. That makes sense too. Alright, I think this next one was Geyser, if I can remember correctly. Pampor. Alright, so there we go. We got some more monkeys going on here. No nicknames for Pampor. Ooh. Do we got all 3 monkeys in here? No, Wurmple. I've now forgotten what Wurmple's name was. Probably forgotten the rest of these, unless a Pokemon jogs my memory. Misdreavus. Misdreavus? Nope. Actually, I wouldn't have mind using a Misdreavus. I've never used one before. But I really enjoyed using Shuppet. Last season? No, in the Little Lock. In Little Lock, which would have been season 3. Lillipup. Lillipup's not garbage. What's wrong with you? Oop, I'll spin them all. I really enjoyed using Shuppet, and I think they're probably pretty much similar. Probably a different stat spread or whatever, but I enjoyed that. I would not mind using a ghost-type Pokemon at some point. I've not used a lot of ghost types. At least not like the mono ghosts. So we'll get this batch of pockets in here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be 2 more batches of Flygon eggs. Let's go ahead. Life, Ninja, Mirage, Rem, and Shine. All right. So who's Life gonna be? Life is gonna be an Eevee. All right. Man, what do you dislike about Eevee? Eevee can be so many things. You gotta like at least one evolution. Seedot. No nicknames for Seedot. Ooh. Cacturn. Or Cacnea. Evolves into Cacturn. And I think we've got 2 more, maybe? Remoraid. Another Remoraid. Got some duplicates, some universally disliked Pokemon popping up here. Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, I don't even just, like, dislike Remoraid and Octillery. I just don't understand. I don't understand why they exist. So thank you so much, Flygon, for that batch. Let's, we got 1 more round of Flygon eggs, and then we'll move on to the next one. All right, we got 4 eggs left from Flygon. Let's see what kind of gems we've got in here. And we'll move on. Boots. Uh-oh. Better not be literally boots. Supply. Hold on. Who? And Emo. A lot of King's Rock on Pokemon. What does King's Rock do? All right, Boots. I swear, if this is Boots, you're in trouble, Flygon. It is. Why would you put an Apom in a rotten egg? Why would you do it? Why would you hurt me in that way? What did I ever do to you? Boots is not a rotten Pokemon. Whoa! Alright, now you're just personally attacking me. What is this? A Squirtle? You put my 2 favorite... Is this one a Turtwig? You just go down my favorite Pokemon list and be like, ah, take that. Okay, Hoot. Fine. Hoot. He's probably garbage. But, come on, man. Not cool. And Dieno. Alright. Emo there. Man! Flygon, you better watch yourself. You're on thin ice, buddy. Counter, Spite, Slam, Agility. It is an adamant nature. It's Skill Link. It's not the best moves, but good nature and everything. Man! Them's fighting words. Mist, Refresh, Foresight, and Haze. Yeah, give them some bad moves, but still, it's the principle of the matter. Alright. An adamant Dieno might have been fun. Alright, that was the last of Flygon's eggs. Thank you so much for the most part there, Flygon. A couple of those were personal attacks, and I will try and forgive and forget, but you might want to watch out in the future. How about that? Alright, now we've got Thunder, who's got Pichu, Emolga, Timber, Pidove. For some reason, I don't think Thunder's nicknames worked. And Meowth. I think that was it. Party's full. Yep. All right. 2 batches. Yeah, I think from what I remember going through the run, I don't think Thunder's nicknames really worked. So yeah, just a Pichu. Unless that was his plan. He didn't nickname most of the Pokemon so that Emolga, so that I would get one like Timber or something. It would actually be like a Rattata. Just to pull one over on me there at the last second. Nope, it's a Timber. No, I just think probably a glitch with his However he created the eggs. P-Dove. Man, so Addy gave us all 3 elemental monkeys. I think Flygon gave us a Panpour. You guys have been really nice for the most part. Even when Thunder, because Thunder hates the Pikachu clones, so most of his were Pikachu clones, and I guess Pikachu in general. Because I think we also got a Plusle, Minun, Pachirisu, that kind of stuff. But even after doing those, he went into some other, at least moderately decent Pokemon. I mean, obviously P-Dove sucks, but didn't go monkeys, at least not so far. I guess we'll see. Lillipup, I guess we don't really need to worry about the nickname since probably just going to be whatever the Pokemon comes out of the egg. So we'll just let's go ahead. Scraggy, I love Scraggy. Scraggy's probably my favorite from Gen 5, potentially. Which is as much a surprise to me as it is to anybody else, probably, but I love Scraggy. Lillipup. I like Lillipup. Actually, when Gen 5 started coming out on Pokemon Go, this is about the last time I was playing Pokemon Go. It's been a little while now, but Gen 5 had just come out, and I was really into the Great League stuff, which is like basically the Little Cup of Pokemon Go. It's the 1500 CP and under. It's their lowest tier. And like I caught a perfect IV Lillipup, and I went to town catching and walking around with that thing to get all the candy I needed to get it evolved, and to get its 3rd move added and stuff. So I've got a Stoutland on my Great League team there. All right. Great. Thank you so much, Thunder. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to put together some eggs for us. Now we are moving on to Shun's Baby's First OU. Beauty. Maybe another Stunfisk. Trace. Blitz. And Foghorn. All right. Baby's First OU. Let's see what that's going to be. Mindfu. Makes sense. A lot of you guys at least knew me well enough to know how much I despise Mindfu. I've maybe turned around on that. I think I was mentioning in one of the last 2 finale episodes. This is the beauty. That makes sense. Because it evolves with the beauty stat or whatever. I think we just kind of hacked it. I don't remember. Alright, upped its beauty stat. Wait a second. Didn't I just hatch Mindfu? Baby's First OU was Mindfu. Is like every other egg in this box of Mindfu? That would be hilarious. That would be the kind of trolling that I would expect. Alright, so Eevee. I guess we'll see. Is this next one on Mienfoo? Nope, Skarmory. Alright. Might have just been a coincidence. But that would be the kind of trolling eggs that I expected from you whippersnappers. You guys were much nicer to me in terms of variety and stuff than I reasonably expected. But yeah, 2 Mindfists. That's funny. Alright. Let's see. Looks like it's going to take 2 batches exactly. Finish off here. Real Dragon. Oop, I didn't look at the nicknames again. Hold on. We will do that, because I want to make sure... a lot of you guys probably don't remember what Pokemon you gave me either, so... let's see. J. Peggy. Jackie. Jackson. Milton. And Real Dragon. Alright. J. Peggy. Is that a Porygon? Feels like it'd be a Porygon. It is a Porygon. Alright. I think I used a Porygon... Probably not the first time, but the first time in recent memory. I think it was in Let's Go. I know I've used one recently, and that seems like the most logical place that I probably used it. Because it was technically... Oh, another Mindfu. Is that one Jackie? Is Jackson also a Mindfu? More distinguished? Older version? No, it's a Kecleon. I love it. 3 Mindfus in 1 box. And a Pansage. All right. Getting some more elemental monkeys in here. This is the kind of box I expected. Every other Pokemon is Dunsparce. Every other Pokemon being Dunsparce would have been terrible too. But nothing but monkeys and Mindfus all the way down would have just been agonizing. That would have been fun. All right. Let's deposit this second to last batch of Shun eggs. And... Icy Pot, Leaf Storm, Magic Leaf, Low Kick. Alrighty. And then we'll draw this last batch. Scott. Spitfire. Stallette. The Hammer. Athena. Alright. Some interesting nicknames in there. Ooh! First of the last batch. Durant. A couple of Durants popped up already. I feel like we had one hatched during gameplay that I briefly considered using, and I think this is the second one we've hatched today. Heatmore. Oh man, Heatmore. I think we did have a Heatmore as well. Yeah, not a big fan of Heatmore. Happiny. Alright. Ooh. This is the last one. Beldum. I would not have been mad about a Metagross. That would have been fun. And 2 Happies. Alright. I know Beldum is a huge pain in the butt to raise, but that would have been fun. Would not have been mad at that. Sucker Punch, Heat Wave, Incinerate, Home Claws, Pound Counter, Heal Bell, Charm, Takedown. Only thing that oh, and it was an Adamant. Oh man, that would have been amazing. We got Tear Christ pretty early on, but an Adamant Metagross would have been a little hard to turn down. So there we go. Thank you so much, Shun. I especially appreciate the multiple Mind Foos. That was funny. See, that one was Jolly. This one was Modest. Ooh, oh, 2 Modest ones. That would have been rough. Jolly would have worked out, but Modest would have been a little hard to swallow. So thank you so much, Shun. Moving into updates, we've got Anthony, which I'm guessing is another Durant. Bel Air, Chubb, Dave, Felix. All right. Here we go. Anthony. Is it a Durant? It is! All right. 3rd Durant, I think, today. 4th overall, if I have to remember correctly. Which I don't. I have not been remembering correctly for much of this. Bellsprout. I think that was Bel Air. Ooh. Gulpin. I forget what Gulpin was. All right. Lickitung, another Lickitung. Again, I like Lickitung, but yeah, if we had to evolve it and use a Licky on the team, that would have been a crushing blow to the morale of the run. Ammonite, Lord Helix himself. All right. Let's deposit these. Yeah, this is when we start getting. I think we've got one more person who only gave us like a handful, maybe. But this is when we start getting into the overly ripe boxes. Alright, so we've got 4th Wall. We've got Grenade. Maybe a Ferroseed? Johnny Bravo. Justin. And... oh, I clicked that too quick. I didn't even see what the last one was. Let's take a quick look. And the last one is... Meowth. Alright. Fair enough. Let's see what we got here. Execute. Execute would have been fun. I like Executor. I could have done that. Let's see. Pinecone probably was Grenade. Another Pansage. Pansage is actually my favorite of the 3 monkeys. I think I mentioned that when we hatched Tarful from Addy, but yeah, so a lot of monkeys, but mostly Pansages. Lotad. I guess not a lot of monkeys, considering what I expected. But Skitty. Skitty was the Meowth. I love Skitty. Skitty's one of my favorites, and I couldn't even tell you why. I'm not even a cat person. I like cute Pokemon. Skitty's almost too cute, but I love it. I guess it's just on that border. Woman fun. All right. Let's see, we got a couple more batches here. Yeah, probably like 3 more, really. One of them's gonna be a small one. Oop, I forgot to let you looking at these. We'll look at them once we get them into the box. All right. Last one there. All right. Puddles. Ring-a-ding. Probably another Chingling. Seed of Hope. Thick Shell. Thing 1. Uh-oh, is there a Thing 2 in here? Let's see what we got. Ducklet. All right, that would have been interesting. I used a swan on my first time through Black and White, I want to say. Potentially. Maybe not, because I would have probably used Caracosta my first time through. Ring-a-ding is in fact a Chingling. Know that one at least. Seed of Hope, I think is what this one was. Ah, Sunkern. We didn't end up having... We already had 2 mono grass types that were chilling in the box. Sunflora is one of those Pokemon that is absolute garbage, but for whatever reason I like it. I think probably its depiction in the anime had a lot to do with that, but I really liked Sunflora as a kid. Carablast. And my wife and I just started rewatching Star Wars Rebels, and one of their, like, alien curse words, I guess, that they use a lot when something goes wrong. They're just like, Carabast. I don't know what it means exactly, but Carablast reminds me of that. All right. Okay, so this is that was thing 1. I'm guessing we've got a thing 2 right next to it. Yep, which will be a Shelmet, I would guess. We got 1 Trash Woman. Very ugly. Waluigi and Wormy. And that leaves 2. Oh! So this is Shelmet. Yep, it certainly is. Would you like to give it a name to New Hand Shelmet? Nope. Shelmet's actually, I think, the first time I played through Black 2, White 2, Burmy. He had a Burmy. It did not last long. What was her name? Sasha or something? Yeah. Not this one, obviously. The one that died. I think that was another Addy contribution. I think in the Black 2, White 2 run that I did on my DS, I think I caught a shiny Shelmet in the wild. Why not? That would have been an interesting challenge to try and use a Wobbuffet. Like, they could be effective in certain situations. If you kind of know what to be expecting and all that. That can be OP in those cases. But knowing me, probably wouldn't have used it right. Probably would have gotten the poor thing killed. Alright, we got 2 more update eggs. And then we will move on to the next box. We'll draw a lot of weak bug types in this box. A lot of weakness just in general, I guess, but Wurmples and Burmies and Shelmets and Carablasts and oh man, pine cones. Lots of stuff here. Oop, and I didn't look at that. I was jabbering on like a fool. Shoes. Oh, is that gonna be another Apom? You might be in trouble too. And Agent U. Alright, Update and Flygon might both be in the doghouse. Let's see. Another Boots! Oh man, you guys are in trouble. Agent U. Is this another Squirtle? Do you guys collaborate on this devastation? No? Okay. It's the U unknown. Alright. Note to self. Ban Flygon and update from the Discord. Let's, Tail Whip, Switcheroo, Covet, Double Slap, Naughty, which I think is... I don't remember. Technician is pretty good, though. I think Skill Link, Skill Link makes, like, 2 to 5 hit moves, hit 5 times, and I think Technician makes moves that are 60 base power or less double in power or something. All right, ready, let's go. Actual trash. Thank you so much. Update for your eggs. I greatly appreciate it. Especially, I'm griping, but especially for those of you guys who like went through the trouble like doing almost a full box of eggs. I mean, I appreciate, you know, if you gave me 6 like Klungar or something versus 30 like Scat. I appreciate it all the same. But those of you guys who did a whole box of eggs, you did a lot of work, and so I want to make sure you guys know I do appreciate it. Even though I'm like, oh man, there's so many eggs here. We're 40 minutes into this episode, and we still have to. Oh, we're not too bad actually. We're doing okay. We got this almost full box from Ready, Let's Go. We've got a full box from Scad. ECAT's got a reasonable number here, and then K's, we already hatched his 1 egg, so we're not doing too bad. All right. I think it was trash or something. Boogers. Bugger. Cherry Bomb. And Chuck. All right, let's quick take a look at the first one. I know I wrote it out, but I forgot. Actual trash. Yeah, I knew it had something to do with trash. All right, so Trubbish, I would guess. Yep, we've got a Trubbish. Yeah, man, I was spared. You guys definitely had a lot of garbage in here. Cubchoo. Cubchoo's adorable. I would not mind. Ice types, like Mono Ghost types and Mono Ice types are Pokemon that I've not used a lot of. In fact, Ice types in general I've not used a lot of. Pretty much it's like Mamoswine is my go-to, or Weavile. But not used a ton of Ice types. Obviously Lapras, and I mean there's definitely a handful. Cherry Bomb, a handful that I have used, but and there's not a lot of Ice types to begin with, I guess. But I would like to do more runs with Pokemon like that, where it's like, yeah, I don't really use Ghost types in general, or Ice types in general, or whatever, and get stuck using just that kind of type. We might have the opportunity. So what I'm currently tentatively thinking right now is, so we're doing the Avatar lock through Pokemon Y, and then I was considering potentially doing a Monotype run through, a Monotype run through Ultra Moon. Oop, I deposited Pokemon, did not withdraw any. So we might have the opportunity, like if you guys decided, oh, well, you should, because if I do that, basically it'll just be the 6 types that the Alolan starters can be, I think. Well, I mean, we could switch it around. I could have to get rid of the starter or whatever. I haven't really given this a full horrible. A lot of these ones have just like a ton of question marks. I wonder if that was just like a glitch of the system or something. I feel like you guys probably didn't do that intentionally. All right, Traffic Cone, Creepo, Culver, Cutest Wall, and Horrible. Guessing that's a Delibird. All right, so Traffic Cone, I think. But I'm considering doing a Monotype run. Ah, Patrat. Little Timon. Through Ultra Moon. At least that's kind of what I'm tentatively thinking. We'll kind of see how we all enjoy the the limited catch pool of the Avatar lock, because that limits us to only like 6 types of the 18. So it'll be kind of taking even a further step to do the Monotype run. And obviously it would be like, so like if you could have, you know, if you guys go, Corsola, was that Cutest Wall? If you guys choose Ghost type or something, then like obviously you can use dual types, so I'd still be able to use Rowlet or whatever. Yeah, horrible. Definitely a Delibird. So I don't know. We might get that opportunity, I guess, depending on what you guys end up voting. And I guess it could be, if we even decide to do a Monotype run, we may all decide kind of collectively like, oh my gosh, these super restrictive catches were super annoying or boring or whatever. We may decide that that's not a great idea to just begin with. And or kind of like, I was having difficulty, I was having difficulty coming up with Mega Paris. I think that's probably a Fungus. Puckers. Punch Me. And Rufus. Rufus is real. I was having difficulty coming up with a variant to do for the Y run. Skiploom Extra. That's mildly disconcerting. I ran these through kind of a fake screening. Probably should have caught that, I guess. Sewaddle. I really like Sewaddle. Ooh. So yeah, we may find that super annoying, or somebody may suggest an even more interesting run, and then we may just make a change at that point anyway. Because I was having a lot of difficulty coming up with another variant for the Avatar for Pokemon Y. I was honestly planning on just doing like another Wedlock or something, because I do enjoy Wedlocks. But Scad was then like, hey, look at this. And I was like, okay, that actually sounds interesting. Let's do that. Because I'd like to do, the goal was to do you know, a unique variant for each season. Turns out there's not a lot of unique variants that I find interesting. Obviously, you know, we did the Little Lock, which was one of our own creation. Dice Lock was a creation of our friend Aaron Cerise, or at least the specific Dice Lock variant that we did. I think there are other Dice Locks out there that are, the rule sets are completely different. But the Dice Lock variant that we did was created by our friend Aaron. Sahara, Sharkbait, Top Cat, and Tyson. All right. Gotta look at the first nickname here. So, yeah, one of our own friends created the Dice Lock. Sad Sack. It's another Trebush. Created the Dice Lock. Obviously, Woodlocks were created by Maryland. The Little Lock, which we did through Pokemon Emerald, was created by me. The Randomizer, obviously, I don't know where that came from. It's just somebody figured out how to randomize things, and we just did a Nuzlocke through it. There wasn't really much going on rules-wise there. Rotten Egglock was my own variant on a Egglock. So really, like, most of the ones that we've done have not come from the overall Pokemon community. They've either been my creation or a variant that I created on an existing variant, or something a friend made, or whatever. So, yeah. So like I was going through like the Nuzlocke wiki and like scrolling through YouTube and trying to find variants that like jumped out at me. Unfortunately, something like a Wonder Lock or something, or Surprise Trade Lock. I guess once we get to Gen 8, we could do a Surprise Trade Lock. That would be fun. Ooh, we still got to hatch Tyson. What are we doing? How do we manage that? So that might be what we do through Sword when we do Sword again. Tyson. So, because I'd like to get one of those in there at some point, and so that might be a good way to do it, because while I recorded the 3DS games with my phone in the past, because there was no way to capture them without paying a third party like $600 to send me a fake Spidey, Vitamin D, Carry You. I gotta look at the first nickname here. Paying some third party to Yo-Yo Ma. Yo-Yo Ma. Got a cellist Pokemon here. Kricketot. Sure. Fair enough. Cause like like with the Switch, I've got the Elgato, which I used for my PS3, and like I've used it for other things as well. And that was something like I got and just works with things. But like to capture 3DS software, you had to buy like a 3DS capture card, which only like there was like one guy in Germany and one guy in Japan that ever made these things, and they were just ungodly expensive. And so like I was just recording it with my phone. And my goal is I still got to get my hands on the ROMs. I think I've got the emulator. But my goal is to emulate the 3DS games this time around, which would mean Pokemon Y and Ultra Moon. And I figure, let's go ahead and deposit. These are the last of Ready Let's Go's eggs. Thank you so much for your submissions. I think the Stunfisk, well, I guess it would probably, in every box, the last Pokemon, except for Pockets, would probably be their starter egg. So, yeah. I think that Stunfisk was supposed to be his starter submission, which would have been terrible. I guess hard to be worse than a Feebas, but still. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we've got Serena, Prickle, Cherry, Andy, and Vincent. I think I had to get rid of one of the caught Pokemon in this box. Like, for the most part, I was putting, like, the Pokemon we were exchanging for the egg, I would put it in place of the egg. But because Scad gave me a full box of Pokemon, and then also, she had a starter egg, which did not get chosen, obviously, because Pocket got chosen. I had too many eggs to fit into a single box for her, so I think I got rid of one of the Pokemon. So I think we got 3 Pokemon from basically everybody throughout the course of the game, and then a couple people might have had more. Scad's the second to last box here, so she may not have gotten back through. But yeah, a lot of eggs to get here. So we got a Dunsparce. But basically, you know, I guess I've emulated every other game but the 3DS games. The 3DS emulator really only kind of got cracked after we'd done like our last 3DS era run. But I really don't feel bad about doing that. Like, I'm not going to record them with my phone again, just because, like, even if I went through the trouble of getting a proper capture card, which I don't even think they're being made anymore, probably, like, Nintendo doesn't get any of that money, so I feel no shame in emulating those other games, because there's just not a way for me to capture it that would also give Nintendo money. So it's like I bought these games, so I don't feel bad about it. Not that anybody thinks I should, but just putting that out there. All right, we got a Dunsparce, a Maracactus, a Cherubi, a Snover, and a Sunkern. I almost said Seedot. Sunkern. Oh, man. I'm getting old. There's a lot of Pokemon here. Yeah, I'm really glad now that I teased you guys with the last 2 episodes and did not include this, because, oh man. All right, party's full, and I did not look at any of the nicknames, because of course I didn't. Crendor, Allium, Phoebe, Maverick, Wisp. All right. Crendor, what you got for me, buddy? Crendor is Slack Off. Interesting. Ooh. Does the slacking line... Far-fetched. Does the slacking line get a hidden ability that makes them not do the truant thing? That would be kind of cool to look into. Kind of doubt it. It would probably be super OP if it did. But, that would be interesting. Remoraid. I think that's our 3rd or 4th Remoraid for the day. Guess we've had a lot of other duplicates I haven't really called out, but Remoraid's kind of one of those Pokemon that I almost forget exists sometimes. So it's always it's more of a unique thing to see it, I guess, for me. All right. Obviously, you expect to see the Sunkerns and the, you know, all this other stuff, but all right. It's like has the Truant ability, so if there is a hidden ability, we did not get one. Far-fetched. I really wanted. I think I maybe mentioned this, maybe not. I really want to do a run with Far-fetched at some point. I actually was just watching somebody do a speed run of Pokemon X and Y, and the way they get through the early game, apparently there's a Farfetch'd trade in like the first town, and so you can get a Farfetch'd and everything, and it's got pretty good IVs and all that. And so he was using that for like the first part of the game until you could get to the second town and pick up a Hawlucha, or the second gym's town and pick up a Hawlucha. I did not look at the nicknames again. Gosh darn it. You guys don't expect much better from me, but still. Farnham, Peter, Morticia. All right. Spinarak, Gothiel, or whatever the first stage is. Minty, and Paris, which I will guess is a Paris. All right. You guys obviously don't expect much better than me, but it would be helpful. All right. Farnham is the Clamperl. All right. Is this a Spinarak? Ooh, Combi. All right. Interesting. This is Morticia, I think. There we go. Gothita. All right. All like that line. Every one of their names is basically the same, so I sometimes mix them up because I haven't really used that line much. Vanillite. Yeah, we got some old favorites in here. Some of the ones you love to hate, and Paris the Paris. Yeah. Good fallback there. All right, so let's deposit these. We're almost halfway through this box. There was a male combi too. I've got a male Salandant on my team in the Pokemon Sword Brolock that I'm doing with Kuya right now on Mixer. If you guys have not been watching that series, make sure you do give it a look. We got Jesse. We got Brock. We've got May. Andros. Crayola. That's a Druddigon, I'm guessing. Explodia. Party's full. I've got a male Salandant, which also then can evolve, kind of like the combi. Why not? it should be a little more helpful, potentially, than Combi might have been, male Combi, just because we do have the Fairy Gym coming up next, and it's kind of my only poison type. And I think Fire also resists, Fire also resists Fairy, so I'm hoping that, I don't remember its name, I think Kuya named it after, because we're catching Pokemon for each other in our own games and then trading them, is kind of what we're doing, and I think it was something anime related, which I don't know anything about anime, so, ooh, I think this might be the last one from this batch. Crayola the Druddigon, yep, that would have been interesting. I think I've maybe used Druddigon once, but it's a Pokemon that I definitely wouldn't be upset about giving a shot. Dragons is another one of those Pokemon that I don't use a ton just because they're so obnoxious to train and or they show up in late game. And so it's, you know, your team's already kind of established. And they really, like, they resist a bunch, so that's fun. But even before Fairy, where they got another super weakness, like, it's not like they were, like, super effective against anything except for themselves. And then at the same time, it's then weak to itself, so it's kind of hard to really Explodia. Ivan, Bertha, Pank, Valentine, guess another Love Disc, Sly. My party's full. Ooh. So yeah, it's but it's kind of like with Ice and Ghost and stuff. Some of these monotypes, I haven't really used much of them. All right. Slugma. Nope. But yeah, so that might be another opportunity because it would be easiest for me if we had if we did the monotype run, a type that was also one of the 6 types that would fit in with the Alolan starters, but I don't really see that we have to make that a necessity. We could always just not have this, take the starter or whatever. Yep, there we go. Forget what it was called, but I was like, that sounds like a Love Disc. All right. So maybe you guys choose dragon types and we've got to do a dragon type run. That would be immensely difficult, probably, because there's probably only like 2 places in the entire game you can get dragon types. And we probably only have like 1 dragon type in the transfer pool. Is Aang our only dragon type? I'd have to look at it again. But yeah, that might be another restriction. Is like, okay, we probably want to do a type where we can get at least 2 transfers of that type. Oop, I forgot to withdraw the final pokes from Scad's box. We would probably also want to do a type where we can get, oh my gosh, stop it. Where we can get, hang on, moving too fast. We got Sly, we got Amelia, and Zev. All right. So, yeah, I was talking something about the monotype. Oh, right, we'd probably want a type that, you know, you can do at least 2 transfers with, which I'm not sure. I'd have to go through the list and see if we've got that for most types. I guess well, this Avatar lock may not help us much there, because we already obviously had a lot of Pokemon that would fall into the, well, not a lot. We had 9 of the 32, which seems like a decent batch, I guess, that would fit into the constraints. And most of the Pokemon we're going to be catching will not vary too much from that. Let's go ahead and, ooh, no, we're not withdrawing. We're depositing. All right, so we've got Purloin, Pidove, and Carablast. A decisively rotten box there, Scad. Thank you so much for putting so much work. Oop, not move. Thank you so much for putting so much work into getting such a large amount of Pokemon in here. You're pretty spot on with the stinker status in here. A couple that would have been interesting to use, but none that I could super argue aren't garbage. So good work. All right, that brings us to Ekant, which is going to be our last box, because we've already hatched cases 1. Oop, we got Emmy, Flobby, Leah, or Lee, whatever, however that's Lego. I think that might be all of them. Yep, party's full. All right, we got to look at what the first one was nicknamed. And then we'll start hatching the first batch of Ekant's leftover eggs. Cloak. All right, we got Cloak up front. Let's see what we got. Ah, Shedinja. That probably not a legal egg either, but somehow it got past the check. The game hasn't crashed yet, and it's over, so I guess we'll take it. I've already got all the information from this ROM that I need for future transfers and everything like that. I keep a spreadsheet so I know what their natures are, what their abilities are, that kind of stuff, so I can recreate them in future games. Croagunk, I would have loved the option of using a Croagunk. That would have been amazing. All right. Ooh, I'm really curious. I think the last one was nicknamed Lego. I'm really curious as to what that would have ended up being. Oh, I think this might be Lego. Let's see. Druddigon, kind of all spiky. Yeah, it probably would hurt to step on Druddigon. That makes sense. Yep, that's it for that match. All right, I think I could be wrong. I didn't actually count. Nope, we're gonna have to do 2 more batches. The last one's gonna be tiny, but that'll be fine. We'll have the last egg of the Rotten Egglock in his own standalone instance. It'll be very dramatic. All right, we've got True Love, maybe another Love Disc. We've got Zira, Cable, Selma, and Baldric. All right, then we got 1 egg remaining. Oh, let's see what we got here. Was this True Love? Dunsparce. Oh, man. Oh. But as we are getting these last ones, Darumaka, nice, that would have been fun. As we are getting these last eggs hatched, today's comment question of the day is actually, I had a lot of fun with this run, and I would love to do an Egglock or a Rotten Egglock or something of the kind again in the future. You guys seem to have a lot of fun coming up with garbage eggs, and things like that. Either Pokemon I hate, Pokemon you hate, Pokemon that are objectively bad, all that kind of stuff. You guys seem to really enjoy that premise, and I certainly enjoyed doing it. And clearly we can see there are a lot of terrible Pokemon available here that we didn't even get a chance to potentially get to use. And so today's comment question of the day is what should be the next game, and I'm not saying this is happening immediately or whatever, but I think this would make a really fun stream series, kind of a side, not part of the Pokeathlon or anything, but just another run that we do at some point. What game should I Rotten Egglock or Egglock next? I think you guys, the Rotten Egglock is kind of our own little unique take on it, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, so I would probably lean towards that. Plus it does up the challenge. Mia is going to be our last egg of the Rotten Egglock. Oh, and let's slow it down. Let's build the tension. What is Mia gonna be? A Wurmple. That seems fitting somehow. I guess a monkey or Trubbish or something would have been even more fitting, but it's hard to get much more garbage than a Wurmple. I like Wurmple, but yeah, let's be honest. Alrighty, guys, we are a little over an hour. Man, I'm glad I didn't try to tack this onto something else. So let's go ahead. I'm going to deposit our Wurmple here in ECAT's box. We are going to make sure that there are no other eggs sitting around. Yep, we already hatched Kazes. That leads us into heaven. We've got some other eggs that we hatched here. Yeah, we did have a Durant. I guess we didn't have a Heatmore? I think I had a Heatmore in another run that I was doing. Some hack or something. But we did have some other Pokemon that I forgot to mention last time. So we did have Francis the Flygon, who helped us out a fair bit. We had Tarful the Simisage, who we used towards the end there. Cherim Pit the Cherim, who was very useful to us early on. And then obviously our transfer Strawberry the Plusle. These other ones, I don't think we ever used any of these, but they were other hatches that we had done that for some reason didn't end up in this box over here. But anyway, guys, that's kind of the comment question for today. Let me know if there's another game that you think we should do another one of these runs on sometime in the future. I think that would be a fun kind of just standalone, its own sort of deal. We'll do another one of these. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. So that's kind of today's comment question for the day. Let me know what you think. Would you like to see another Rotten Egglock? Did you guys enjoy this? Obviously, it took us like 2 years to complete this thing. I think we started in September of 2018 or something, somebody said in a comment last episode. So, yeah, it took us a long time. Maybe not a full 2 years, but a year and a half. It was too long. But I hope you guys enjoyed the run nonetheless, and I would love to do another one with you guys at some point. So let me know which game you guys would like to see, and I'll keep those in mind for the next time we do it. It'd probably be best to do one that we can emulate, just because I think that would be the easiest for people to provide eggs with. So maybe not a Switch-era game, but maybe that could be fun too. I don't know. So we'll just kind of let me know what you guys are thinking. This is all just kind of speculative for you guys to kind of give some feedback. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I hope you guys enjoyed this hatching extravaganza. I know it was really long, but you guys gave me a ton of eggs, so let's face it, it's your fault. So anyway, guys, I had a lot of fun with Season 5 of the Pokeathlon, this Black 2 Rotten Egglock. It was so much fun. It was so much fun because of you guys. You guys, look, I mean, all those eggs. And look at all the Pokemon we'd already hatched. We'd already hatched a box or more of Pokemon. And so this was all because of you. You guys really stepped up, did an amazing job providing all these eggs. The community involvement, as small as our community is, it still blows me away how awesome you guys are. Those of you guys who are around and are active, do an amazing job, and you guys make this all so worthwhile. So thank you guys so much for your involvement in this series. Really is, if it was great, it was because of you guys, because we all know that Tort belongs in a Rotten Egglock. I'm garbage at this. So you guys did a great job giving us a lot of fun teammates and stuff to do, and really turned me around on some of these Rotten Pokemon. And so I appreciate everything that you guys gave to this series, and hopefully I gave enough back to make it worth sitting through. And yeah, so I'd love to hear if and when we do another one of these, what games you guys might potentially want to see that happen in. Yeah, I will see you guys all back in the Pokeathlon with Season 6, the Avatar Lock. We are going to be Earth Kingdom members. If you guys did not see on episode 21, I want to say, yeah, 21, the previous episode, we've got the transfer voting going on. So if you've not gotten your votes in there, please do that soon, because the soonest I can kind of say that the voting is tapered off there, the soonest I can get a copy of a Pokemon Wide ROM, I'm going to try and kick that series off. At the very least, I think I previously had said a couple episodes ago that was probably going to be a streamed series. Addy made a comment on a episode or two ago, where he recently, he's got a 7-month-old son, and so he's been through this a little bit. He's like, honestly, streaming's going to probably be difficult because, like, when you're live, it's a lot harder to be able to step away for a minute and come back. Like, it makes it a lot choppier, a lot more difficult to do, whereas, like, if you can sit down and record, if you got to pause the recording or whatever, it's a lot easier for you to come back and kind of do that. So what I think I'm going to do is, if I can get all your transfer votes in soon, and I can get a copy of that ROM soon, I might start just like mass recording that series, and then I'll kind of peter it out. We'll do an episode or two a week or something, and see if I can't have that be some content that'll be flowing out throughout the course of my paternity leave, and then maybe in August, when I'm able to actually consistently, reliably, potentially be able to make some more content, when my wife's back at work and our son is in daycare or something, I'll be able to pop home over lunch and actually have an hour to sit down and do some content creation or streaming or whatever. Then we can continue on stuff. But if I can record it, that might that and maybe some Little Lock or Little League, maybe we could have some good content flowing out. Since I do feel bad that I've been really bad at that over the last couple of years, I don't know if we can trust me to expect that'll continue to happen, but I don't want to make this episode any longer than it is. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for making Season 5 great. I'm really looking forward to Season 6. It may be streamed, it may be recorded. We're just going to kind of see how that plays out. And I will see you guys all back in Season 6. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out the Bro Lock that I've been doing with Kuya through Pokemon Sword. That's been a lot of fun. So make sure to check that out. We've been streaming that, and then the VODs have been going up on the channel as well. So if you're starved for Tortimer Nuzlocke content before Season 6 get here, there will be that coming as well. And I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Have